Um, yeah, I mean, there's there's a lot there. I mean, it was great being out there, with the guys again. Obviously, you got to take some time to work yourself back in the flow of things. But I was happy to, come in. Glad we got a win. Continue to play well, and it was a well-rounded team effort.
They said you went down to play with the Kings for a minute. Was it just something to to work out some kinks to make sure you was medically okay?
You mean playing with Stockton?
Stockton, yes.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was playing with those guys, in the summer and coming into preseason. And one thing I know about Bobby Jackson coach team that they're gonna play hard. So that was great for just my rehab, just seeing where I was at, getting that time in with them, and even now, like I said, it's gonna be a progression. Just continuing to work on my foot and get better. But like tonight was a step in the right direction.
Harrison, when it happened to you, the injury happened initially. What was it like going through that process? Did you feel it was going to last as long as it did?
I mean, it was a little nerve wracking, obviously, when it happened because you don't quite know. You just feel that pain, and it was something unusual for me. So just once I got the X-rays back and those were clear, it's just a matter of just getting back to a place where I was comfortable. The biggest thing I didn't want was to come back in and obviously I know AG's going to give me minutes, but I don't want to be hurting my team out there, limping around and just being a liability.
And just was there, when you had an opportunity to kind of get some practice under you and kind of get a better sample size of what this team is looking like over the past couple of weeks, anything kind of stand out to you that, that was kind of resonating with you even before tonight?
I just think collectively, we see, where we're at in the West. We see that, if we're more consistent, we have opportunity to do something special here. So I think that's just our focus, every single day. Starts with our practices, just how we communicate with each other, and then coming into these games, knowing how important it is. A team like tonight, had a lead. They make some shots, they get some momentum going. We've been in those situations before where we've let that slip away. I've come up here, we do this same song and dance, but it's good for us tonight to be able to have a victory on the other side.
Harrison, similar to that question, but under Alvin, you haven't necessarily played in these games, but what have you noticed different? Is the vibe different? Is it what has changed, you think, since Alvin has taken over?
I think the biggest thing for us is we know what we're capable of, and we're just being more consistent. I mean, we've been saying the same thing since the beginning of the season. Started off strong, had some downward stretches there, and now we're just putting it together 48 minutes. So for us, it's continuing that. As we get on the road, playing Charlotte, playing Cleveland, Toronto, those are games where we lost to Charlotte earlier this year. Cleveland, obviously, they're playing big. We lost to Toronto earlier this year. So it's important for us to just stay locked in.
Harrison, following the Lakers game, you guys had a conversation as a team, and the next day, do you think that can be like a moment for you guys? I know we've had this before in the past, and you always say, well, it's a moment until it's not anymore. But do you think that could be a really good moment going forward for you guys?
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is, like I said, is continuing to keep that focus. We've had, points in the season where we say, this is the time where we turn the edge. This is the time where we're going to run off this many games, then you lose 4 straight, right? So I think for us, it's just a matter about being consistent, just every single day, knowing that, we can do all the talking we want and, all the meetings and the feel-good sessions, but, until we go out there and do it, it doesn't really matter.
Knowing how much you mean to this team and how many minutes you play every night, just how happy are you for the guys that while you were not here, they were able to hold it together?
I thought it was great. I mean, seeing the way that obviously Chimezie Metu, was balling, when I was out, Marvin stepping up, playing well. Terrence Davis coming in, giving great minutes. Obviously with Mo being out, just across the board, I think everyone, is starting to find their groove, staying ready. Tristan, obviously, animated tonight, but coming in, always, bringing energy, bringing positivity. That's what we need over the course of 82 games for us to, be a playoff team and get to where we want to be. We're going to need everybody locked in, and I think we've been seeing that, especially lately. Just a lot of different guys stepping up.
You said something earlier, about watching, where the standings are, and that should be a conversation among you guys. Is that a conversation that you guys can, talk like that now? What are you, 14-11, 3 games under 500? Is that a conversation that you and the other team, your other teammates been having right now?
Absolutely. You have those conversations all the time, right? You look and you say, okay, we're, 2 games out of, X, Y, and Z. Well, how many games did we come in the locker room and say, man, we should have had this one tonight? Man, we had a lead. Man, we talked about, rebounding, and we didn't rebound again, and this is why we lost the game. And, at this point in the season, there's still opportunity to make that up. But when you get to game 70 and you're looking back and you say, like last season, man, we just had an opportunity if we would have done this or that. So I think for us at this point in the season right now, it's really about dialing it in, knowing that we're in a rhythm, guys are feeling good. How do we keep that going?
Hey, Harrison, you mentioned Marvin there. He seems to be playing more in the flow of the game and the team concept over these last stretch of games. What have you seen from him and kind of the growth out of him over recent games?
Marv's been great. I mean, I think coming into this season, he's stayed ready. He's continued to work. He's come in. He's provided energy. He's played well. He's been, a catalyst in some of the games that we've won. So I think for him, it's just continuing to grow, continuing to build on the confidence that he has now, the rhythm that he has now, and go from there.
HB, welcome back, man, over here. You guys are, I know you're going on the road now, but then after that, you've got a stretch of like 9 of 10 at home, I think 15 of 19 at home. Your record's been a little unusual this year where you've been better away from home. How important is it to establish something at home where you are winning these games, and how much a part of the big picture is that going to be for you guys as the season plays out?
I mean, we gotta get through this road trip first. But I think, in general for us, I don't think we necessarily look at it as home versus away, saying, oh, okay, we have some type of advantage on the road versus home because, we've obviously had some bad road losses as well. So I think for us, like I said, it's just a matter of if we come out like we do tonight, play hard, know that, we have enough talent on our team that, somebody's going to get it going. And if we just stay solid defensively, we'll be fine. But, like tonight, we made shots, but so did they. And I think just as we get, continue to play these games, we have to be just a little bit better in that department.
We'll go to the last one on Zoom. Christos?
Hey, Harrison, first of all, welcome back. What different do you see on Kings game with under Alvin Gentry's direction, and how many steps on the right direction was that win tonight?
I think this win tonight was definitely, a good step in the right direction for us. We've been in that situation before where, we've had, an emotional win, a big win for us, and then we come out kind of that next day, especially, we've had a little bit of time off, and we've been flat. Triple overtime game against the Lakers, come out against Memphis. So I think for us, it was just a step in the right direction for us to, get that win against the Clippers, have some time off, but still come out tonight, have edge, have energy, knowing that we're getting ready to go into a road trip, not looking past tonight, and getting the job done.